Hey, hello, my friends. Hope everybody is well today. Coming to you from a coffee shop, so if you hear some background noise, that's what it is. Trying to work on getting you more videos here. Sorry for the delay. Stuff was going on. Everything's good. Just some business stuff was going on. I want to get back to showing you some things I've sold on eBay recently. I'm going to do about 5 items at a time, not to take up a lot of your time. Let me introduce myself again. Hey, I'm Paul Apolloni. I've been selling on eBay for, 20 plus years. Do a lot of consignment. I do a lot of parts and appliances. Don't forget to check out my comments and my description. Has all the information, dishwasher, party out dishwasher courses, and a teachable site, and other links. Most are affiliate links, which means I make a little bit of money off of them. I'm not getting rich. Maybe buy a cup of coffee every month, if that. But before I forget, don't forget to smash that old like button and subscribe. Don't forget, if you subscribe, hover over that subscribe button and click the all, then you will see all the videos I do. Sorry for the distractions here, some things going on. All right, so let's get this show underway. I sell anything and everything. Get a lot of things through consignment. Get a lot of things given to me through consignment. Get a lot of things given to me just because people know what I do. And I end up getting a lot of stuff. Here's my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. We have passed the 1,000 mark about 2 months ago. Thank you so much, guys and gals out there, for subscribing. I really appreciate it. So let's get this show on the road, like I like to say. All right, so here I am, a ham radio operator, N3GCA, November 3 Golf Charlie Alpha. Not real active, but I go to these things called ham fests. What they basically are is a big flea market of just old radio equipment. A bunch of old guys there, like me, maybe a few young guys they throw in there, just for old time's sake. And I buy things at these ham fests for the sole purpose of flipping on eBay. So, and let me also say that I will sell anything and everything. If I can get $2 for this mouse, I'll sell it in a heartbeat. It doesn't matter to me. I know people have limits on the amount they sell, profit-wise, $25, $50, whatever floats your boat. I don't tell people what to do or how to run their business. I just sell anything and everything. Quick list, quick ship, it's gone. Back to this real quick. I got 2 of these radios. These are obviously Zenith Trans-Oceanic radios. I sold one before I could bring this listing up, but I sold 2 of these. This one was for $59. I think I got $74 for the other one. Real quick story on these. We were wrapping up. This is about 11 o'clock in the morning. The ham fish ends are on 1 or 2. Might have been later than that, I forget. And we're going, just walking, a friend and I, and guys were walking, looking at things at the last minute. Guy had a whole bunch of stuff on his table. He goes, "You like those radios?" I went, "Yeah, I know what I can get for these radios. I've sold a ton of these before." I went, "Yeah." I wish it was my friend. I'm not going to give him any more than $10 a piece for them. He goes, "Take them." I went, "Huh?" "Yeah, take them. Go ahead." So I took them and sold them pretty quick. Sold them within a week. I listed as make sure in this category it's used, but I don't think there was a parts or not working. I sure hope there wasn't, but I sold it. He was happy with it, but I made sure I put repair, parts, or restore so people know it's not working. I also make sure in my here we go, in my condition description, which I always use, to see if I can bring it up. There it is, this part's not working, untested, which it was, some wear from use, please read all photos, and I copy and paste it down in the description there. All pictures are done on the Samsung 22 smartphone, and how I do my listings is I find a self-similar on my phone, take my pictures, upload my pictures from my phone, use the eBay app onto the app. Then I go and go into my Chromebook and I finish it there because I like a big screen. All these pictures are done on my phone. I am very crazy with pictures. Let's just go through some of these pictures real quick. That is your front picture, your first picture. I wonder if this is the one that has the battery in it. This is really cool. I could sell this probably just as logbook for probably $15. I could have parted this out a little bit, this radio, but I really wanted it out of the house, the garage, the shelf. It has this wave magnet on it, which is for AM radio. The antenna was straight as all heck, which was important. That's why I took a picture of it. Took a picture of all the sides, all the damage. Showing a picture of the inside is really, really, really important. Even if it's not working, people want to see there's no water damage. Even if there is water damage down here, show it anyway. Like I said, I never even turned it on. Let me tell you about this battery. This battery here, I probably should have left this battery out of the radio and sold it separately. Some of these vintage batteries go for some serious money. I mean, I wasn't thinking, I probably could have gotten $20, $30 for this battery alone. People with vintage radios like to restore them, like to put back the original battery, even if it looks like it's damaged. Sometimes it does sell. I have never sold one of these batteries. I saw another reseller on YouTube talking about it. But I should have experimented with that. I should have not included that, but I did. And I think that is it. Oh no, there's a close-up of the battery. Really not that damaged. I should have really sold it. Real quick, I do my listings, keyword friendly. Don't use any special characters. You see a comment in there. I'll tell you that, and you'll go and you'll see listings with wow and ampersands and everything else. And you'll say, well, Paul, these listings sold. Yes, I know. I use eBay's best practices. eBay uploads all their listings to Google, and I know for a fact Google does not like special characters in the title. Try and do white background. I know the jury's out on this now. Now they're saying it doesn't matter. I don't know. I just still use white background, at least on the first photo. My shipping, I kind of guesstimate at it. Usually I make a few bucks. Do I refund the buyer any money I make? No. What if the buyer asks? I might give them a buck or two or a few bucks, and that's about it. My time, my energy, it took a lot to pack this properly. I get all my packing supplies for free from dumpsters, and people give it to me, and a little part-time job I got. But, it took probably about 15 minutes to pack this thing properly. Item specifics were very, very important. I obviously didn't use many on this listing because there weren't many available, so I didn't use that many. I even added an item specific that says, please, sold as for parts or not working. That makes me think that the parts not working was not an option for this category. Description is plain and simple, just a copy and paste on my condition description. My shipping is economy. Why I pick economy? You can either pick economy or standard now. That would open me up to any option. Post office, FedEx, UPS. If I were to pick post office priority, I technically would have to ship it out post office priority. That's why I do economy. Now, the buyer will see it takes 9 to 12 days to get to them. But if you look at my feedbacks, 90% of my feedbacks say fast shipping. So, because usually I'm shipping it either UPS ground, FedEx ground, or post office priority. So that is what I make on this. Cost me nothing. Got a good workout carrying them both out to the car. Probably made $55 on this. Sorry for the background noise. This is an item from an old consignment person that I've lost contact with. That happens sometimes with consignment. Sometimes people move on. Sometimes you just lose contact with them. Sometimes, unfortunately, they pass on. A lot of times they call you up and they say, you know what? Keep everything. I've made enough money. I know you're busting your butt selling this stuff. Just keep everything. And I go, okay. So, kind of lost contact with this guy. Didn't go for much money. Took about a few weeks to sell. I had it on the shelf forever, for a couple of years. The whole vintage, you really don't need to put that in there. I don't even know why I put that in there. I'm not a big fan of putting vintage in there, but I did for some reason. Again, pictures taken on my phone. I use as many item specifics as I could here. Remember, item specifics play a key role because when you're searching on eBay on the left, All those things, color, whatever, blah, 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 is part of item specifics. Do not put in something that does not pertain to your item. If this has sleeve length or whatever, something else non-pertaining to it. So a matchbox case, like a clothing measurement, leave it blank. Don't put NA, don't put nothing, leave it blank. Same thing with the description. I put that. All pictures. This was in really, really good shape. I had a few people ask me, are there any cuts in it? Are there any cuts in the seams? No, there was not. Probably made about, not a whole lot of money. Probably made about $20 on this, but hey, it's money in my pocket. I was happy. Quick ship, quick list, quick ship. I got about 2 or 3 more items left. Another consignment item. Again, lost contact with this guy. I have no idea what happened. I sold some Audi rims and tires for him, probably about 5 years ago. Did really well. I sold those on Facebook Marketplace for about $1,500. Guys paid me in cash in a parking lot. It was kind of weird. I'm not a big fan of selling things like that, but I did. 50-50 split. I did really well on that, but it took a long time to sell those wheels. I'm not a big fan of selling things on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist anymore, but I do it every once in a while for large items. So I spend a lot of time wasting on it. This guy gave me this rim. He bought it, or was it used? It was used. Well, 2. We only needed 1. I don't know what was going on. Came with the original box. On something like this, when I'm selling parts, like car parts, I do my best to obviously take as many good pictures as I can. And I also try and do this. Any damage I show, any damage, any kind of insignia, part number, anything like that model number, whatever that is there, I have no idea. Close up of the alignment, the lug nut alignment, the back, any kind of part number, measurement, anything I take pictures of. I have no idea what that is. Looks like that's the size of the rim. 16, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. That's a DOT thing, obviously. That's it in the box. That's what was written on the outside of the box. That's what he told me it was for. That's the part number from the box. And that is the box. I listed this once and never sold it, and I ended it and never relisted it again for some reason. And I relisted it and I sold it within a few months. Did pretty well with this. I think it went out. Excuse me, it's hot out there today and I'm sweating like crazy. Had a new AC unit put in the house. Yay! For upstairs. That's why I'm here at the coffee shop this afternoon waiting for it to cool off. Back to the item. Shipping probably went out FedEx ground, I would think. I sold this a while ago. I can't quite remember. If this was under consignment, my split is 50-50. So it would be 50-50 of the $74.99. But I don't know what happened to this guy. People ask me, so what if somebody gets in contact with you like a while from now? Get in contact with me within a year, I'll be glad to give them some of the money that I've earned off of their stuff. If they just get in contact with me after years and years and years, which have never happened, knock on wood, I probably would say, I'm sorry. Oh well. I'm also going to do a new policy with consignment where I'm only going to hold the item for 6 or 7 or 8 months, probably 6 months, listing it and then playing around with the pricing, excuse me. And if it doesn't sell in 6 months, just get rid of it. Donate it to a thrift store or something because I've got way too much inventory. I went in and I looked up what the compatible model numbers were for this. When you're selling stuff in eBay Motors, it takes a little bit longer because you want to make sure you put this kind of stuff in there. Because if you don't have this in there, then somebody can't search it for their model number. They're making a model number. By the specifics, I basically did a sell similar, and this was a lot of what was in the other person's specifics. So that is not bad for that. 2 more items. So I only have 1 more item. Okay, this is a weird item. This is another old consignment client that I had. This is very, very old. Probably 6 years old. A friend of mine had 3 storage units. We were working on them. And he said, don't worry about it. I'll celebrate myself. I don't need you. I went, okay, cool. I don't argue with people. Cool. He said, just keep everything else. Don't worry about it. Anything you sell for under $100, that was the deal. Anything under $100, you just keep. When we started out doing this, the funny thing is, I never sold anything over $100 for him, but he was okay with it. This actually worked. I couldn't believe it. I played around with this months and months and months ago and could never get it to work. And then one day I didn't think I was hitting the right buttons and got it to work. And I sold it within 3 days, not a big dollar sale. I did show it working. When I'm selling things like this, I always try, if it's working, I try and show it working. Where's the thing I'm working at? There it is. Let me show you some of the things I do here. When I'm selling anything that's battery operated, anything, whether it's got damage in the battery case compartment or not, I always show a picture of the battery compartment. People want to see that. Collectors want to see that. Even if there was damage in this, I would still show it. Now, today's batteries, within the last probably 15, maybe even 20 years, don't do the damage that yesterday's batteries used to do. They were full of acid back then, back in this era, and if you left the batteries in there, everything got beat up. I think there was some damage on this. I scraped it off. You can use vinegar on a little towel, put some vinegar in there, usually eats it away. But I always show the battery compartment on anything that's battery operated, whether it's working or not, whether I'm selling it as used or parts not working. So this was all mine. Did pretty good on this. Probably made about $20 on this. Last thing, I used to do a lot of small engine repair. Had a little side business. Almost became full-time in my garage. Then the whole market changed. The word's almost throwaway now. It's not even worth fixing anything. And I gave a bunch of my business to a guy around the corner. And he gives me a lot of his old stuff he doesn't want anymore. This was one item I sold off of his trimmer so far. In fact, I think I threw the rest away. I just don't have time to part out things like this anymore. Take that kind of time. Did okay. Probably made about $16, $17 off of this. When I sell these pull cords, I hope I have a picture of this. I try and take all the pictures. There you go. I do a picture of the cord itself. Obviously, a more focused picture than that, not something out of focus. And I always make sure I take a picture of a model number tag so people know exactly what it fits. It fits many other models, but this is what it came off of. So I think that is about it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, please don't forget, like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging in there. Trying to get more videos going here. Exciting going out to eBay headquarters out in San Jose, California next week. Looking forward to that. You want to talk to me about some things, which is really cool. All right, thank you so much. And I'll be back with another video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.